so the Clippers win the tip. Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the 1. Russell against Jackson. Russell looking around. And here's Edwards from the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, with recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Towns. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And hey, Towns can drill that shot. The D has to be aware of his touch from mid-range.
The shot by George, wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Edwards with it. George picks him up. Edwards dishes to Towns, kicks to McDaniels. Jackson against Russell. Over in the corner, Edwards. Outside, Towns. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option, is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
He's off on the first. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Russell passes to Edwards. Russell against Jackson. Here's Gobert. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Leonard attacking and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
All right, gang. Let me hear you give it up for your Timberwolves dancers.
He hits the second from the line.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Out to Edwards. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now Jackson. Inside, Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Towns against Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. If they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California, having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
George looking around. Off the mark there with a three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Russell, this is to Towns. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not be in their favor. Guys?
Thanks, David. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Jackson against Russell. Here's Edwards. He kicks it to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. And at last, they get one to fall.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Here's George. Outside for Jackson. And stolen by Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Gobert. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the triple. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot from the wing. The Clippers grab the miss.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Outside for George. No good on the three. It's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Minnesota on top. They lead by 1. From Target Center, back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Just 5 on the clock. Russell passes to Gobert. Towns for 3. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard inside. Working on McDaniels. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Zubats. It's George on the wing. On the wing, Morris. Shoots it. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Right side, Russell. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
From deep, George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Outside, George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris passes to Zubac, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Timberwolves leading by 3. Russell with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Towns. That one a little long.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the Clippers call time here. Clippers trail by 3. Jackson looking around. Out to Morris. Jacks up a 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Up top, Edwards. Defended by George. Here's Gobert. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2.
Good use of power by Rudy, getting the shot in the air despite the foul.
For Minnesota, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. Good on the second free throw. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, George. Outside for Jackson. Back to George. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Timberwolves leading by 4. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Edwards against George. There's the 3. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Russell passes to McDaniels. There's the dish to Edwards. Back to McDaniels. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. McDaniels got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Outside, George. It's stolen by Edwards. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And the Clippers call time here.
It's time for the First Avenue Breakers. Another round of applause for the First Avenue Breakers.
And he can't hit the second. And Minnesota has possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An offensive juggernaut and aggressive defender. Kawhi is just the total package, in my opinion. Brings a winning mindset as well.
Timberwolves leading by 4. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell dishes to Edwards. Latre. It's rebounded by Leonard. Left side, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach it. Okay, David, much appreciated. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lewis going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Kennard in at the 3. Noel passes to McLaughlin. He feeds it to Prince. Releases. That misses off the backboard. The Clippers shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Noel. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. Poked away. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Here's Noel. Guarded by Powell. And Wall kicks to Kennard for the lead. Rebound, Minnesota. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Back to Prince for 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Noel.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
To the paint. Here's Kennard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. That puts them in the lead. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And you watch Kyle Anderson run the floor. Those long strides eat up ground.
Sweet move, and the play by Ball as he finishes it off for 2.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's McLaughlin. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Prince. Misses off the left iron.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Covington with it. Guarded now by Prince. Outside for Batum. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Now the pass to Kennard. Back to Batum. Outside, Covington. Clock at 4. Kennard, the pass to Batum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
Can't be too physical with Nicholas Batum. That's a recipe for fouling him and sending him to the line. You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Edwards passes to Gobert. Nice move. And finished off by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Covington kicks the wall. Gobert with the block. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Powell.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Kennard finds Covington. It's Powell on the wing. To the middle. It's Kennard. Top of the key. Shoots over McDaniel. Wall dishes to Covington. And they'll get another chance. The kick out to Wall. He takes it in. The layup missed. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves ahead, up by 2. And we'll get it going after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Collins and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. From deep, George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. I should see if they can come back.
Thank you, David. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Morris. Zubats against Town.
That's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Wall finds Zubats. Wall passes to Morris. Here's Zubats. 5 on the clock. Morris, left side. Shoots from 14. Tries again. It's George on the wing. Offensive rebound. Outside Leonard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
Minnesota in the lead. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Here's Leonard. Wall up top. Back to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. And stolen by Russell. Outside Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Town.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Leonard attacking. Can't hit from in close.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Back to Russell. Wide open. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And interesting, Russell's jump shot looks something like a set shot, but that helps him maintain that good, solid base.
The kick out to Wall. Back to George. Outside, Wall. And stolen by Russell. One-on-one fast break. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Brady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Morris with the bucket.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Russell against Wall. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. This is it to Gobert. Now here's McDaniel. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Leonard with the bucket.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Edwards looking it over. Down low. Here's Gobert. Money!
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Wall kicks to George. Back to Wall. Outside, George. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Russell against Wall. To the wing right side. Pass to Gobert. Clock at 6. Back to Towns. Takes the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Morris kicks to George. From deep. It's hauled in by Edwards. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got the sense that
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And these are two high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Now here's Edwards. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And here are the Grizzlies. Morant with it. Brooks from outside. First shot won't go. Edwards against Bain. Here's Towns. Adams grabs the miss.
Morant against Russell. Up top, Morant. Driving inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Bain against Edwards. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. The three. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. Outside Morant. Back to Brooks. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. With the power finish.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level. And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Now here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Russell against Morant. The three from Bain. Sends it home from three-point land.
Got to fight harder to get over those screens. Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And it's Gobert with a rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Outside Russell. There's the triple. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Russell does a good job taking whatever the defense avails. He doesn't need to look for other options if he's got a good look.
Jackson against Towns. Now here's Brooks. He's covered closely. And here's Morant outside. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Great to see Ja operate without the ball. Just a versatile point.
Outside Edwards. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Towns. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Fires from deep. A rebound by Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Over McDaniels. With 1 on the clock. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. and this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Grizzlies.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Drills it from deep. Bane's got 6.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Shot is good by Edwards.
I think the defense gave him a bit of a gift there. I mean, he got all the space he needed to go to work.
Brooks outside. Pass to Bane. Jackson on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Brooks finds Morant. Puts up a 3. Kicks it out to Jackson. Up top, Bane. Guarded by Edwards. Good on the bucket. Bane's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Russell against Morant. Outside for Brooks. Outside Bane. Stolen by Russell. And they're running. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And Morant gets double teamed. Adams, good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Last season, we saw a lot of teams bring a renewed focus to their defensive efforts. Clark, you think it paid off?
I think it did. I mean, scoring was down across the league, B.A. So that clearly indicates defense took a step forward. And, you know, great defense for championship teams has always been central and key. So I don't think it's an exception. I think that's the rule now. Defense wins.
Morant with it. Towns covering. Jackson outside. Here's Brooks. McDaniels with some nice D.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Towns. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Morant. To the inside. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
You gotta have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
Edwards against Bane. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Brooks against Russell. Jackson outside. Outside Bane. Pass to Adams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Gobert. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Now Towns. To end the drought. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Towns has got 9.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
To the wing on the left. And here's Adams from the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
The drive by Morant. Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. He got it up. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4-man spot. Green in the post. Prince is there. Outside Jones. Pass to Anderson. Here he goes. And finished off by Anderson.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
On the wing, Conchar. Clark with it. Back to Conchar. Fires from 14. Anderson pulls it down.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, could have made that one.
A slam dunk by Reed.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Left side Jones. Down low. Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. High post Reed. Tough slam dunk by Reed.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Outside, Green from deep three-point range. And they recover it.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Back to Anderson. Here's Prince, defended by Jones. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Oh, just great energy. Stayed with the play all the way through.
Jones finds Clark. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Noel. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Anderson for 3. Rebounded by Green. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Williams passes to Green. Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Clock at 4. Back to Jones. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's McLaughlin. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. On the wing, Conchar. Here's the 3. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Noel. A minute 6 left in the third quarter. Pass to Prince. Over Williams. No good. A bit long that time. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Jones, the pass to Clark. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. The free throw drops for Clark. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Pass to Prince. And he drives in. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Well, I like the energy Prince plays with. If there's open space in front of him, he's going to be on the front foot and moving with purpose.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Steven Adams checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Williams. Brooks, he's checked in for Green. And it's Bain in for Conchar. Back to Noel. Out to the right wing. Here's McLaughlin. Off target with the 3. Outside Jones. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Timberwolves ahead, leading by a point. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Jones. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Edwards. The rebound by Jackson.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Morant, pass to Jackson. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards with it. Guarded by Morant. Russell to pass to Towns. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Bain against Edwards. Inside. Here's Towns. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Long range from the inbound.
And that's Russell. I mean, he has the length to disrupt and bother shots, even against bigger or more explosive athletes.
And he gets that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
And that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Pass to Russell. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. It's McDaniels on the wing. Edwards finds Towns. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Now Morant. Down low. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations.
Outside for Russell. McDaniels against Brooks. Towns for 3. Knocks down the long J. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Russell against Morant. Outside Payne. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Offensive rebound. Adams, the pass to Bain. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Pass to Edwards. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Towns for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 11. On the wing, Bain. Outside for Morant. Three-pointer, no good. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. Here's Morant. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
And there's the ice cream with the apple pie, folks. Excellent trip up the floor to stretch this lead out.
Edwards against Bain. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Steven Adams. And that one misses.
The team counts so much on Edwards for an awful lot. Going to the well again here.
Now here's Morant. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Good. And the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Morant. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Towns. Misses the shot. And so the Grizzlies take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did.
And with these teams, Brett, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. It's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Jackson. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. So we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
All right, David, thanks. Nobody near Leonard. Again, Leonard missing. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that play.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
Jackson against Morant on the wing, Bain. And the rejection by Zubac. George dishes to Morris.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
Marcus Morris Sr. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Morant against Jackson. Jackson kicks to Morant. 3-pointer. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George passes to Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
All the officials are all over that one.
And the first one at the line is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant dishes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Jackson kicks to George. And they recover it. Six to shoot from deep 3-point range. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis leading by 4. Morant passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A 3 from Leonard. It's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant kicks to Bain. 109 left here in the opening quarter. And Adams with the slam.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Jackson from deep. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
It's deflected. George up top. Guarded by Bain. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Leonard finds Morris. Back to Leonard. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Morant surveying the D. Unloads. That one off the back iron and out. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies lead by 6. After this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So on the floor for Memphis, the wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Morant. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Takes it out to Leonard. Oh, good with the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant outside. Stolen by Zubac. Jackson passes to George. Fires for 3, and that's good. Reggie Jackson for 3. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Morant passes to Bain. Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Jackson, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 3. On the wing, Morris. From downtown, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Morris outside. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Outside for George. Fires the 3. No good on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Takes it out to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant passes to Bain. Lays it up off the glass.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Out to Morris. Takes a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And there's a minute 45 left here in the second. Outside, George. And George with the stop.
You got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handle.
Morant reaches to Brooks. In the corner, it's Bain. Feeds it to Adams. Stolen by George. Zubac with it. Now defended by Adams. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morris. It's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And now just a 2-point Grizzly lead. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Bain. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. LA has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Jackson kicks to George. Zubac the best of George. Now Morris. Leonard on the wing. The 3. Good on the triple. Leonard's got 8.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Clark goes screen on Jackson. On up there for Clark. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And it's George finishing it off.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Here's Jones. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back.
24. The Grizzlies. 23.
Got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game, great performance by Jaren Jackson.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Kennard is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Batum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Kennard against Green. Covington wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. Memphis trailing here. On the wing, Green. Back to Jones. Williams inside, defended by Covington. The kick out to Williams. Clock is at 3. Jones from outside. And the Grizzlies get it back. Outside Williams. Pass to Concho. Williams, a screen on Powell. A 3-pointer is right on target. Conchar's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Memphis. And the Clippers call time here. We know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. But you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Kennard finds Powell. And here's Kennard. Launches it. Rebound by Williams. Jones with it. Now Covington defending. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
It's good. Now it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Wall. Kicks it to Batum. Lots of room. It's good. Batum's got his first basket.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Outside, Jones. The pass to Concho. For the three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Konchar's got 6 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Kennard. It's Clark with the rebound.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Williams finds Jones. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 5. Powell down low. Back to Batum. Good. Nice job down low. Batum's got 4 this quarter.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Ball against Jones. This is to Clark. Pass to Concho. Jones against Wall. The kick out to Williams. Shoots the 3. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Wall passes to Batum. The kick out to Wall. Batum a screen on Jones. Wall dishes to Batum. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Conchar, covered by Wall. To the right side. Puts one up from 19. Conchar can't get it to go.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Wall passes to Kennard. Back to Wall. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Count the basket. And now just a 1-point Memphis lead.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Jones against Wall. Jones in the post. Clark dishes to Williams. And Covington sends it down. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Norman Powell. And it's George finishing it off.
And he's taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Outside, Jones. Paul George with the steal. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers lead by 1. And Rutt. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Brandon Clark. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Takes it off the glass. George has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG could score on the inside.
Bain finds Jackson. Back to Bain, and it's Brooks in the corner. Outside Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Brooks from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris looking over the floor to the middle. Here's Zubac outside for George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Morant. Brooks with no one around. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers leading by 4. Outside, George. Outside, Wall. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. It's his 3rd foul of the game.
His 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Morant against Wall. Takes it out to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot.
Trust me, big guys hate playing against Steven Adams. He's a nuisance on the defensive end, and that time changed the shot.
It's Morant in the corner. No good on the triple. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Zubac. Right side, Leonard. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Can they get it?
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Leonard driving the lane. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it. Always working hard to bring something out the next season. I want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
And finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic. At that lead guard position, Morant there just stuffs it.
Ball against Morant. Outside Leonard. Outside Wall. Leonard kicks to Zubac. It's stolen by Adams. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Wall. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Now here's Morant. Inside, here's Jackson.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
It's stolen by Adams. Morant with it. George picks him up. Drive by Adams. Yes!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
George looking around. And here's Morris for 3. they get it back. Outside for George. Pass to Zubats. Rockets hits. Back to George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. Wanting to prove the doubters wrong, George welcomes the chance to come through at the stripe.
And George drops them both.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Morant against Wall.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
And again, no good by the Clippers. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now. Again and again, they're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Morant outside. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire...
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Morris for 3. Rebound Minnesota.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's George. Leonard passes to Morris. Now Zubac. Out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. Drops in the 3.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Russell pass to Edwards. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
Jackson against Russell. The kick out to Morris. There's the 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Edwards against George. Outside Russell. Edwards finds McDaniels. Outside Russell. Let's go with a 3. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard outside. George left side. The 3 ball. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
Now, Paul George has been exceptionally consistent from three-point territory. That fluid shooting motion is something else.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Count it.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on George. Back to Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on even to Zubac.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Leonard passes to Zubac. The kick out to Morris. Pass to George. Back to Morris. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
The unselfish play by Anthony Edwards' teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Now here's Edwards. To the wing, right side. Towns with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. The three is up. They get the rebound. Back to Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Knocked loose. 6 to shoot. To the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
LA foul. Reggie Jackson. First personal foul.
8 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Russell. Over Jackson. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Now here's Towns. Over Morris. The shot by Towns, no good. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Gobert against Leonard. George outside. Back to Morris. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves trail. Oh, George with a steal. Morris passes to Leonard, kicks it to George. Jacks up a three, and the three-pointer goes. George has got 9 points.
Just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Towns finds Edwards. Shot clock at 2. Counted. He's got 6.
Well, if you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
Leonard outside. Morris outside. Leonard against Towns. Back to Leonard. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Pass to Zubac. Here's George. Some solid defense from Edwards. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. To the middle. Here's McDaniels, and he goes in for the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
George with it. Russell covering. There's Jackson with the 3. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Pass to Edwards. Outside for Russell. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. Oh, pretty on-point pass there by Reggie Jackson.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard outside. Offensive board. Zubac passes to Leonard. George outside. Another shot. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
On defense, the Clippers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Edwards. Russell against Jackson. 5 to shoot. Outside Edwards.
There's a reason this guy has won multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. How much pressure can he guard with? My goodness.
Russell, that's good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Towns against George. Morris. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the Clippers have possession. 4-point game. Here's Leonard. Edwards pulls it in.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Clippers on top. They're up by 4. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. Sue, a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
On the court for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Man, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson passes to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate. After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft, where he was not selected, guys.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reed worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers in the lead. Right side wall. Pass to Powell. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. Powell's got 5 points in the quarter.
This guy is always shot ready. Norman Powell's instincts as a scorer are exceptional.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Prince. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Reed. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Oh, sweet move. Wall no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Anderson for three. Gets the three ball to go.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Wall, the pass to Powell. Out to Covington. Fires the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Powell for three. Prince grabs the miss. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. To the inside. Powell with a steal. Batum left side. Pass to Covington. The shake. Here's Mann. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Reed. On the wing, Noel. Powell covers. Here's Prince. And he banks in the layup. Prince has gotten 4 this quarter.
High activity, challenging the heart of the defense. Taurean Prince is not afraid to mix it up.
Out to Covington. Pass to Powell. Three-pointer. And the Clippers miss again.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And they go to the intentional foul. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Third team. Substitution on the floor.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Off target from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And Morris over to help. Out to the right wing. Reed for 3. It doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. here's Leonard. Here's Jackson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Leonard defending. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Timeout called. The Clippers.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
George outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 11 points.
That's what we call playing big. Paul George imposing his will in the paint.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 1. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. Paul George out there with John Wall. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Pass to Towns. Fades away. And right through it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
In the modern NBA, the 3-level score is so hard to deal with. Karl Anthony Towns in the mid-range, that's money.
Edwards finds Russell. And he commits the intentional foul.
Nicholas Batum, first personal foul, second team foul.
Towns against Batum. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
Ball, the pass to George. And the 3 off target. The Timberwolves shooting 52% from the floor so far. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Outside Wall. From outside the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Towns. Right side McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Zubats outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota in the lead. Out to the wing. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That'll be a second foul of the game.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. From the high post. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Edwards. Leonard against McDaniels. Edwards is doubled. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here.
I just don't love the passing angle there. Might have been better to reset.
Shot by Leonard, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Russell against Wall. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Now here's Towns. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. George with it. Towns covering. Wall, the pass to Leonard. To stop the run. Drains triple.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Clippers. George against Edwards. Pass to Zubats. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Those and-one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
The Timberwolves shooting a nice 50% for the game. Outside Russell. Here's Towns. Batum pulls it in. 1:27 left in the fourth. George with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Leonard can't get it to go. And here's Minnesota now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Towns can't get it to go.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
Delivering when the game was on the line at his absolute best.
Russell against Wall. Left side, Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Towns.
Yeah! Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's George. Count it!
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Russell finds Edwards. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns. Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Here's McDaniels. Yes!
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
Wall with it. Here's George. And he hits it! Oh, but hang on now. Hold everything. The officials. The previous play is going to be reviewed here. Ruled originally a basket. We'll see if it gets overturned, which would end the game, by the way. However, if ruled it still counts, we're headed to overtime.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Easy decision for the officials.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. And Leonard, here we go. For 3, George. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Ball against Russell. Now George. Edwards pulls it in. McDaniels against Wall. Out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
Just over a minute into overtime here. McDaniels against Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Back to Leonard. From downtown. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Towns. he's all alone. Here's Batum. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Batum's got his first bucket in this one.
You can see the trust they have in Nick Batum. So dependable in big moments.
Now here's Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Gobert no good. And so here are the Clippers. Batum, pass to Zubac. It falls!
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Edwards against George. Edwards can't hit. Leonard with the ball. Open on McDaniels.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
George against Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. It's stolen by Wall. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
So the Clippers win it. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. tonight's matchup. Both front courts are outstanding. This should be quite a battle here, Smitty.
It should be. The big man in the spotlight in this one. Rebounding and everything in the paint. This should be a great showdown. Strength versus strength.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Minnesota with it. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Left side, Edwards. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Now Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Towns, a screen on Bane. He takes it in. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Bane with it. Picked his pocket. And here's Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Bane, the pass to Adams. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Edwards finds Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Now here's Brooks. Outside for Morant. This is the 3.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Stolen by Bane. The drive by Morant. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Bane. This one for 3. And another miss by Memphis. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Gobert passes to Towns. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Russell against Morant. Brooks outside for 3. Outside Bane. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Morant. Counted from distance. Morant's got 7 points.
Gotta honor Morant's 3 ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
Outside Russell. Outside McDaniels. Launches it. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. And here's Morant outside. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. From the wing. Another miss by Minnesota.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Pass to Russell. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Edwards against Bane. Edwards, the pass to Towns. The rebound by Jackson.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
4-3. Rebound Minnesota. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Morant against Russell. High arcing shot. Denied by Morant.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
Back to Bain. Takes a three. It's Morant missing. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. And quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Yep, count it.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Outside Morant. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
He shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Now Brooks. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Outside Bain. Outside for Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. Stolen by Russell. It's a one-on-one situation. Towns finds Gobert. Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Morant with it. Towns covering. There's Jackson with the 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
So it's Minnesota now. They trail by 1. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players. Whoa! Crazy good!
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Edwards pass to Towns. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Morant, the pass to Bain. No one near him. And that one's long.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And here's the fast break. Outside for Brooks. Launches a 3. Fires in the triple. Brooks has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
For me, they're turning defense into offense. Creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Bain, the pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Bain, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And some will remember that Desmond Bain was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Moran against Russell. Outside Bain. Here's Moran.
Walking foul call. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Memphis with it. On the wing, Bain. The three is up. And he stays with it. Bain, pass to Jackson. Now here's Adams.
First team foul.
Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Bain. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Russell against Moran. Jackson with a screen on Russell, and it's Moran off the drive. Jackson, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And here's Edwards outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And a pretty...
17.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you got to like what Ja Moran has done in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Kyle Anderson, Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Torian Prince, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. Well, Memphis shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Here's Jones, out left to the wing. Here's Williams, and that one's good. Williams has got his first points in this one. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel, pass to Reed. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Now here's Jones. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Conchar, pass to Williams. There's the steal. Here's Prince, green covering, and stolen by Clark. Here's Jones. Green for 3. That shot, no good. After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position.
Back to Reed. Pass to Noel. Shot clock at 5. For the lead. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Here's McLaughlin. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Reed, deflects the pass, and stolen by Clark. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Back to Jones. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead. Here's Noel. Just over 2.5 minutes going by in the second half. He gets it in there.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
Here's Conchar. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed with it. Pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. 1:52 left to play in the third quarter here. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. The three. Conchar, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Noel. Pass to Anderson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Jones drives in. Here's Williams. That shot off the mark. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Prince. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside, Williams. Pass to Conchar. Jones from outside. Reed with the rebound. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Here's Prince. Here's Anderson. Can't hit that one. Memphis leading. On the wing, Conchar. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. 23 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. On the wing, Noel. Back to Prince. Takes the three. Pure from three-point range. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Down low. Here's Williams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Anderson.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
The free throw drops for Williams. And Williams drops them both. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies out in front, up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Grizzlies shooting around 41%. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Danny Green is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And he gets the bucket. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. Outside Edwards. Conchar pulls it in. Edwards gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Williams passes to Jones. Back to Williams. And here is Green. Pass to Conchar. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Green. To the paint. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Jones drives in. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Russell against Jones. Russell, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Conchar. The kick out to Williams. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. Williams has got 11 in the second half.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. From downtown, here's Gobert. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
And Williams punches it home.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
And here's Edwards. Right wing. Gobert passes to Russell. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Green. Russell against Jones. Stolen by Russell. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's McDaniels. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Jones against Russell. Pass to Conchar. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Russell against Jones. Hart, the pass to Williams. Outside, Green. The 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Towns with the ball. Green picks him up. Towns, that's good. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Williams, a screen on Russell. Jones, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Right side, Edwards. Can't get it to fall. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Jones, the pass to Green. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. The shot, no good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Here's Towns. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark up top. Outside Jones. Pass to Green. Pulls it from 20. Towns with a rebound. Now Gobert. McDaniels from long range. That one's good.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrate the offense, creating for others.
And so it's Memphis winning this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed.
this should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building. It just looks incredible.
And the Clippers making a change here. Wall's checked in. Here's Wall. Pass to George. The kick out to Morris. Brooks against Leonard. Deflected. Poke loose. Back to Morris. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Kicks it to George. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Clippers call timeout.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Morant against Wall. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Back to Morant. Outside for Brooks. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Morris. To the inside. And stolen by Bain. Wall against Morant. Here's Brooks. The shot comes out. And the Clippers will come the other way. To the middle. Here's Morris. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Wall against Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
NBA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in the myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And that one's good. Morant.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
On your defense,
Here's George. And it's John Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Memphis foul. John Morant. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:51 left to play in the first. Morris outside. Lets it go from deep. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Memphis leading. And here's Morant. He's got 11. Six on the shot clock. Oh, there's the alley. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Leonard. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Morant, the pass to Adams. The three from Bain. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Memphis has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. On the wing, Bain. Back to Morant. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And the jam by George.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Morant against Wall. Morant, no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ending the quarter up 10. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Timeout called, the Clippers. The Clippers on D. A 12-point game. Morant, he's open. Paul George pulls down the board.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tips, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your gourd a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Pass to George. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. George against Bain. And here's Zubac. Morris, right side. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. It's a one-on-one situation. Bain, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And stolen by Bain. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
And Jackson, here we go. And the dunk by Jackson.
and he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Leonard passes to Morris. Back to Leonard. Shoots over Morant. Here's Zubac. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Morant.
And then Morant with the dunk. The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
That one a little long. The Clippers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Grant.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Morant with it. Jackson on him. Here's Brooks. And slammed in by Adams.
And you might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
And George launches it from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Morant. He's got 21. Kicks it out to Jackson. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's the break. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Guy's got some of the best hands in the league. Paul George instincts right there. Pokes that ball away.
Morant against Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. Jackson down low. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on even to Zubac.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. The kick out to Morris. 3-pointer. He buries it from 3. Morris has got 6.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Kicks it out to Jackson for 3. Unable to get that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. George passes to Zubac. Out to Leonard. Back to Morris. Stolen by Bain. Brooks outside. On the wing, Bain. From outside the arc. The shot off that time. Ja Morant. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving.
And put your hands together and get loud for Milwaukee.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Jones, the pass to Clark. Here's Conchar. 4 on the clock. The 3-ball. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul.
just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Jones, the pass to Green. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Grizzlies lead by 15. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Outside Wall. On the wing man. Back to Wall. Here's Powell. Here's Batum. Pass to man. Lets the three fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. Man's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Ball against Jones. On the wing, Green. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And stolen by Williams. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Timeout called. The Clippers. Pass to Clark. The kick out to Williams. On the take. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Jones against Wall. Williams in the post. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
The BA, you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Second free throw, no good. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Wall, the pass to Batum. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Brandon Clark.
And Batum playing with some aggressiveness here, drawing that foul.
First one falls for him. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Memphis leading. Green with the ball. Guarded by Batum. And stolen by Covington. The drive by Man. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in. Man's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one. But can they finish this one off? Can't let up now. That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Wall attacking for 3. Covington. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And stolen by Covington. Powell in the post, defended by Jones. Out to Powell. Here's Batum. Off target from outside. For Memphis, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Outside Jones. Down low, Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Yes, sir. That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Now Jones. Driving to the basket.
Robert Covington. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
That's good from Jones. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. George outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Well, when you win the battle of... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Jones in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the Grizzlies with possession here. The ball's knocked loose. George left side. Pass to Morris. Leonard with the ball. Jackson outside. Morris left side. And there's a 3-second violation. Jackson against Morant. Drives to the hoop. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Pass to Brooks. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Morant against Jackson. Adams, the pass to Morant. Driving in. On the wing, Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Brooks has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Over to the left wing. Here's Zubats. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Outside Morant. Fires the 3. Memphis the rebound. Off with the layup. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The kick out to Morris. George for three. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Grizzlies on D. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end. A polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
Morant finds Jackson. Outside Bain. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
George against Morant. Adams high post. Outside Bain. Launches it. And they get it back. Back to Brooks.
2 minutes remaining of the game. 2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. Morant against George. The three from Bain. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 1:51 left to play in the fourth. Here's Kennard. And Morant clears the board.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Inside, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just such a terrific dunk.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Here's George. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line to try to make it a three-point play. Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. That's good from George.
Now, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Morant against George. Now here's Brooks. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Morant. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. 1:06 left in the final quarter. George with it. Guarded by Morant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 10. And Leonard drops them both.
Well, we've seen teams go all in to acquire Kawhi Leonard. Easy to see why. He just changes the course of a franchise. Any team he's on legitimately has a chance to win a title.
Morant pass to Jackson. No good on the shot. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Powell. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Memphis with it. At one point, they led by 16. Right side Bain. From behind the arc. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. 7 seconds left in the game. Outside Morant. And so it's Memphis winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And it's so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's in.